The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning. Welcome to MightyOxTrading. Tuesday morning. We are rocking and rolling. Hope everyone had a good night. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a second there. There we go. P&L showing back up there now. Good. Okay. As you can see, we're heading up here on NASDAQ. Nice move. Up, down, up. Looking like it wants to go up. Missed that. Markets overnight have been kind of stagnant. See here, NASDAQ, not a lot of movement. Came down, came up. And we have about 144 points of range. ES has about 27 points of range. Early morning math does a brain good. Not really. Copper coming up. A little bit of a pullback now, but about 140 ticks of range. Gold, easier to see there on the 15-minute chart. Looks like we have about 12 points of range. Kind of an up, down, up. UltraBond, really flat, really low. High candle was the first candle of the day. Almost 2 points of range, and you can see here real quick on the daily chart, besides the bunch of crap over there, we are at a low that we have not seen now on the UltraBond since around May of 2019 as we continue to head down. Obviously, that doesn't really matter to day traders, but it's an interesting fact nonetheless. Crude oil can't keep crude down. It's been grinding up most of the day, and has about a 3.5 point range. And last but not least, natural gas, looking at about just under 200 ticks of range. That's where the markets are starting this morning. Thank you. Looking like it's been pretty easy, maybe overnight to trade. See, this would have been a nice move to catch here. Sorry about that banging. It's been a nice 30-point move. I'm normally looking for 15 before this time of day. And there, that would have worked, even though I'm not sure I would have taken that there. Usually I would have waited for the pullback, but just marking that off there, you see, that would have given us 15 as well. Good morning, Stephen Lee. How are you today? Doing all right. still waking up. Gold sending us a signal. Gold popped down, now try to pop back up. So I start the day up $205 on the Gauntlet account and down $72 on the TC Pay. We could get back to green and do some momentum there and continue the momentum on the Gauntlet. Gold rejected back down there. Only got about 15 points off of that move there on NASDAQ as it pulls back. We do have news coming out here in less than an hour. It is the CPI. Yeah, CPI report, which is Consumer Price Index, is a measure of average change over time in the prices paid by consumers for a market basket of consumer goods and services. So it's kind of an inflation report. So it's not as much, it doesn't send the markets rolling as much as like in non-farm payrolls, but it can have some reactions. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, what am I doing? Market's a little bit calm right now. We'll see if it picks up here. Uh, Anybody trading yet this morning, or everyone's sitting back and waiting? Okay, let's see. So let's look at Nasdaq sending a short signal, but into the SMA line. Need to see it break more than that. Yeah. So back here, I was still sleeping when that fire. That was a nice one, but trying to look at the markets overnight. This would have been a good signal here. Nice move upwards by about 40 points. Looking back, this is where I stopped charting. Let's pull back here. Another long signal there. And this short signal I would not have taken. Looks like it might have worked. 69 down to, no, it only went 7. That would have faked me out. Short signal here. Ooh, that would have stopped me out. I think it was a choppy downtrend. Every short signal fired right before a pullback. That would have probably stopped me out. Let's see here. Boom. Yep. Well, now, yeah, 10-point stop. Well, maybe not. Well, yeah, no, that one would have been okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. And this one would have stopped me out. I would have got out when it reversed. And heading upwards. Overall, though, mostly good signals, it looks like. Ooh, that one's a little... That one actually would have stopped me out, depending on the fill. Yeah, it's a choppy night overall. Both of these would have pulled back first. So the signals aren't firing at weird spots. So let's watch the markets, see how things go. Big move up there. Long signal fired on that candle, but not taking that. Usually I find that if a candle goes from SMA all the way up to the Bollinger, we have pullbacks, and it ends up not being a good candle. So I'm going to eat some breakfast here, and we'll watch the markets as I do, and see what we see. Give you all a chance to just pause and reflect on whether you want to hit the like button. Morning, Matt. How are you doing? Right away. So, yep, I was right about that long signal not being good. Unusual to see rapid fire signals like this time of day. Down, up, down, like it's doing exercise. Yep, mine did too. Matter of fact, mine run all night and it didn't do well at all. But it was running on the 1510, not the 3015. Looked it overnight, right before you came on, and the signals were firing at weird places, so I can understand. Like, I mean, this worked, but this had this pullback first, and here, this pulled back first. Every place the signals are firing was a weird spot. Here, even here, I was in this uptrend, like right here, this signal fired, and obviously this uptrend worked, but first it had this 10-point pullback. So, actually, why did I mark it? Oh, yeah, buy signal. So it's just a weird uh, night to trade. Here, here, this was a downtrend, but chopped me out too. Would have chopped me out taking those signals. weirdness right here. Down, up, down, up. Weird, like, there's been, every time they fire, it pulls back first. Like here, it fired here, double cell fire, and then comes all the way back up, almost double tops, before coming back down and fires a second signal. Or fired the buy signal and then went. Here, it fired and then immediately reversed that whole, almost that whole candle, which would have been enough to stop me out, and then it went. And it easily went 30 points, but after pulling back 10. It's just like there was no clearness. You had this one firing here. You see this is a nice downtrend, but every time the signals fired, it was after a bigger candle, it pulled back and then went. Pulled back and then went. Good morning, Frankie. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. Still just kind of waking up, eating some breakfast, watching the weirdness in the markets. Morning-ish. Nothing is being smooth today at all, or all weirdness. And look at this. Look at that on the UltraBond. That's just like, that's just odd looking candles. Yes, they are. Gold just made a big move up. 16 ticks on that candle there. Gold's been flying kind of high again. Look at a daily chart. It's nearing the 1967.2 that it hit back on March 24th. Try to get above there. Hit a high of 1964.9 today. And of course, wants to head back up into the 2000s. We can get above there. BTC, not that I traded, but I keep an eye on it. Maybe finally found a bottom. Pop back up over 40K. Been an interesting sell-off the last week or so. So we're grinding up still on NQ. Just very weird pattern in the middle of this uptrend. Think so, Frankie? Very well could. I don't follow BTC enough to know its patterns. I just kind of watch it where the price is at. It looks like NQ wants to try and head back up toward its high of the day. It's above where it opened at. High of the day was 14.046. We're at 14.027. Mr. Matt, what is settlement today? Crude is making a nice move up. No hurry, Matt. I'm not going anywhere. Just gonna take my supplements now that I'm done eating my eggs. Breakfast is out of the way for this morning. Next machine, I want a dual CPU machine. Give me a second, scratching my back. It's itchy this morning. Okay. Copper. Copper. Ew. That's an ugly looking chart on copper. I mean, look at this. This is what I mean by the things that were going on today. Oh, wow. So 14,000, we'll keep an eye on that. Look at this downtrend here on copper. Obviously, overall, this trend basically started here and it went went 43 ticks. No, yeah, I think math is yeah, 43 ticks. So it's a little over $500, but look at all these starts and stops. Short, long, short, long, short. It just weirdness. It's like markets are really choppy in during the trend. Remember CPI report coming up in a little over half an hour. We'll see what that does to the markets. Be careful if you're in a position when that hits. Looking for some clarity. Clarity would be nice. So it's some iced tea, but I'll take clarity. Sorry, that was weird. But I'm weird. I admit that. I am not ashamed to admit that. Copper just popped down. Crude oil pulling back. Natural gas has been heading up sharply again. You can see on its daily chart. Now there's a trend to play. Look at natural gas. Obviously, we can't, being prop traders, most of us anyway, we can't hold overnight. But look at that beautiful trend up on natural gas on the daily chart since the middle of February. Just straight up. And we are at a high that we haven't seen since 2011. Mm, yes, yes it is. For natural gas, it's NG. There's the top of the hour. You're welcome, Frankie. We were in a nice little uptrend here. Bounced off the SMA line, now pulling back. Small candles, though. But small candles are better than no candles. Well, I mean, I guess there's always candles. So that made no sense. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't always guarantee I'm going to make sense, but when I don't, well, I don't. Crude. Big pop up there on crude. 25 ticks. Strategy's pulling back to the entry. Matt. Possibly bouncing off the SMA line here. Still no real confidence of getting in something on NQ. Gold, this would have been a great gold signal. You can see here on that one. I mean, not necessarily, if I was looking for less than 2 points, it would have given it to me, but it would have already given me 2 points there. This short signal here on gold. Let's see, would that have given us 2 points? Would not have, but looking at that pattern, that would have been a good point to get out. We'll count it as a loss anyway. Yeah, you can trade NG. Where are you looking? What list are you looking at, Frankie? Ooh, big pullback there on copper. Oh, type it in. Oh wait, future. Yeah, they're not all there. Frankie, there's a bunch that aren't in that list. So just type it in. Frankie, and for anyone that might want it, In the chat, I'm posting a link to a thing I posted on my Reddit with all the futures that have worth trading that we can trade on earn a trade and such, along with their tick values. Oh, great job, Matt. And the strategy reached its profit target, Matt. And it's still going. So we just actually hit a new high of the day on NQ. So I don't know what caused this chop in here, and there was even some chop here and here as well. But after that last bounce on the SMA, we're going up. uh, great minds think alike, Matt. Great minds think alike. Still going up, so big move up here. Over 30 points in the last 5 minutes. Let me go check, see if there's some sort of news. Not that I see. Crude. Pulling back. But a nice little pop there on Crude. Now it's pulling back. It's a little bit of good short signal. I really want to get Crude charted out. See what we can see there. I wouldn't mind taking some MCL trades. It's a little jumpy on regular CL right now, but MCL wouldn't be bad with a larger stop. You can see here it's living a nice little long. 30 ticks. Looking at the bigger charts right now, See gold popping up toward its high of the day. It's actually sending a long signal on its 30-minute. See here, gold sent this long signal on the 30-minute chart here, and that would have been a brilliant take. Excuse me, copper, you're being rude. Up nice 5 points there. Let's see what copper's yelling about. Copper pulling back to the SMA line on the hourly chart, but sending a short signal there. We are sending a short signal there on the 30-minute, but it's also below that RSI. So we'll have to see who wins that battle. Copper has started bleeding out here since this short signal. On down about 20 ticks. Nasdaq continuing to try and head up. High of the day now is 14,063 and 3/4. Pulling back a little bit here. Gold just beautiful grind back up. UltraBond also, look at that beautiful move there. So, oops, blew up the wrong chart again. They don't need that. So I made fun of this move here. And then it came down, dipped down there, and then this move. And you'll see this a lot. A move over to the SMA line, a little dip down, and then once it comes back up, it rolls. It's gone up 22 ticks so far, so it's well over 600 bucks. Still waiting for a good entry though. So some beautiful moves there, but none that I got into. That weirdness there threw me off. I mean, I could have got in on that long, but it had almost a 20-point pullback. ES did the same thing. I mean, I guess it sent me that long signal there later than anything NQ sent me, but it still would have been, let's see, it would have been 414 down to 41. Not that bad. A 2-point stop would have worked there. Russell's looking smooth again. Definitely looking for a good trade on the TCP to try and get that back to momentum, but cannot force it. Kind of consolidating on the indices now, straight line over. A little bit down. Still above the SMA line. "15 minutes away from the CPI report. Remember, a lot of trading is just sitting and waiting for the right move. I keep blowing up the wrong charts. There we go. This short signal though would have been an absolute thing of beauty. So that one, it would be against my plan because it was still a rising uh, SMA line. But this one would have been a thing of beauty right here. You see this big candle down here. So if we gotten in there, still heading down, would have given me, well, it hasn't given 30 ticks yet, but it's getting there. Slow, slow, but sure. Well, no, I'm not sure of anything, so I can't say that. But we sit and wait. And we try and think of things to say so I can entertain y'all. UltraBond pulling back, so that short signal's broken the SMA. Nasdaq has creeped over to its SMA. Pull back. Well, shouldn't say pull. Trying to send a short signal here. Definitely don't like that one. It went away. 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 Why do you stay? It's still trying, but we're not falling for it. We're smarter than that. Watch this now go drop like 100 points. Copper. See this bleed down. Always catches my eye when something goes like 7 or 8 candles red. Obviously, this would have gave me the 20 ticks I would normally look for on copper. Let's chart out this weird move down on copper. From like the first... Boop. Would not have taken that one, even though obviously it would have worked. But this was the first one. You can see this sort of... It would have went through the up and downs nicely. Now, that's where it would have reached my profit target. Then I would have probably wanted to jump back in on that first short signal. And that one would have worked as well. So that would have been 2 good trades on copper. So 3 straight short signals, I'm sorry. Short signals there would have worked not very nicely. There's a 8-point candle down. Breakthrough. That's going to reverse, I believe, on the next candle, if not before. What a pop up. We see the bands are squeezing. Squeezy, squeezy. I'm glad I don't listen to myself and hear how silly I sound when I say stuff like that. Kind of sideways here. Everybody got very quiet. Very, very quiet. I'm hunting NQ. Yes, the new short signal. So it looks like maybe NQ might be have fooled me here. Looking like it wants to bend that band down, maybe. Since this signal here, it's gone. Oh, it's only gone 2 points. It looked like it went more than that. Staying flat until after the news because I don't know what the news is going to do. So see what it does in a few minutes. Hello, Thomas. How are you doing? Second short signal firing. But I gotta wait. I can't jump in here, unfortunately. I mean, I can, but I don't want to take that chance at this point. It'll pop back up. So, anyone's in position, remember, 2 minutes till news. Not sure how big of a move we'll see. Eight-point pop up back up to the SMA line. Looks like it wants to pop back up here as we head into the news. Gold pulling back. Speaking of news, first week of May, we have two big news events. On May 4th, we have FMOC meeting. Wednesday, May 4th. I said that already. Duh. But I'll be doing a all-day stream that day from 7:30 in the morning until at least 2:30 in the afternoon. And on Friday, we have non-farm payrolls. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing an all-nighter again that night. So London session, non-farm payrolls, cash open. Selling off into the news here. Let's see. 30 seconds away. $11-point candle down here. Let's see what it does. Oh, boom. Wow. Yep, glad I didn't take that short signal. 50 points up. Wow. 54 total. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. Okay, so I need to start making note of this, what these reports do. I need a secretary. Holy crap, 100 points. New high of the day by far. I didn't think this report had that much oomph, but apparently it does. Apparently it has lots of oomph. Wow. Over 100 points now, 102 points. There's a $2,000 candle plus. So this is gonna pull back because it's like below, well below the bands. I mean, well above the band, right? Yeah, it's well above the band, so this almost should pull back. That candle ended up finishing 117 points. Matt, the strategy did not like that. Yep, here's the pullback. I should have. Good morning, Walt. I should have played that reversal. I was almost like 99.256% sure that was going to reverse some there. And it did by 27 points. Rip on down to the other side. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's going to come back. Uh, Am I brave enough to play the short? I'm not. I can't really because I'm not sure when it's going to start ripping. I thought it would with that candle, but now we're still kind of green here. Yeah, Matt, probably, but it was a good test anyway. It's kind of interesting. You know, the 1.6 here actually sent me this long signal, but it would I probably with the 15 points I probably wouldn't have stopped out. I could have caught this move. Actually, yep, it just went in again. Yeah, it's still going up. I thought it was going to immediately pull back, like what we see a lot of times after a huge move, but market's liking this. Gold liked it too. It's unusual for gold and Q to like both like it. Oh, and the UltraBond. Everybody likes this report. Copper's up. Did Crude like it? Yeah, Crude really didn't care. Natural gas liked it. Of course, the Russell and ES liked it. So we really only had one the pullback so far. This one red candle, but you got to think that this is gonna pull back at some point. That's what it looks like on a 15-minute chart. It's actually ooh, ooh. It's in the fourth band. It's in the fourth band. Fourth band. Let me make sure that that's right. Make sure I have that set right. Yep. On the fourth band, we almost always see a pullback. Like 99.9% of the time. This is on the 15-minute chart. We've now gone up 151 points on this on this since the news. Check the 5-minute chart. Look at the five. Oh yeah, it's in the. We're gonna reverse here. Just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. Maybe here. Up. The strategy went back in and got profit target that time. So reverse now by 15 points here. Well, I'm taking a chance here. I've gone short on regular NQ on the Gauntlet account. Yep, probably shouldn't have. Thinking this is going to grind down, but I need to see it do it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah, getting bouncy there. Crap. It's popping back up. My stop already moved up some, so oh, this sucks. So it's $200 in the profit. Now it's pulled all the way back. Let's see if it comes back down for me though. There we go. There we go. Now the sellers are coming in. Hopefully it continues. Oh, back again. It's bouncy here. This is hard to see too. That big candle over there. Scrunched up everything. Gold's doing the pullback. Come on, NQ. You know you want to head down. Wow, it's going to come all the way back and give me a loss. Wow. I move my stop back up to the original spot to give it some room. Because I still think this wants to reverse. There we go. Back in the green. Hanging right around my entry. Yep. Darn it. I thought for sure we were going to reverse. I should have took the quick profit. But hey, it hasn't stopped me out yet. Now it's going to. How about that? Wow, I took a $200 winner and turned it into a $250 loser. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating that I didn't take the profit, thinking I was going to fall more. Still think it's going to fall. It's only come down 12 points total off the high. Excuse me. So CPI was bad. I assume 8.5% is bad. But we're seeing the market go up because I'm thinking that means the market thinks that. No, I don't know what the market thinks. I'm not sure why we had a positive reaction. It's still okay. So I was totally wrong about the reversal. Well, I was partly right. I should have taken the $200 in profit. Instead, I ended up going backwards. I'm not even sure how much backwards at this point. Let's see. Down $63 now in the day. I came into the day being up 205. So, but look at this go now again. It's back. It's making a new high. So this is gonna definitely reverse at some point. I would guarantee it. But the question is when? Uh, Holy crap, Matt. So Matt, the strategy has taken a bunch of longs here and has come back. It was my strategy is down over $1,100. This is on a sim account, guys, and it's made back $1,000. Sim account that we're testing something on. Don't we're not. It's not money that we're actually making here. So I'm watching this here. Actually, you can see Quant Tower. I'm ready to go short on MNQ. I'm just gonna do one when I think it's gonna start coming back down. Okay, I'm in there. Now, I don't know how to. I may have got in too soon. And I also. It's not giving me room to set up. Oh, I want to set a wider stop loss on this, but I can't figure out how to scroll the screen up. Me and Quant Tower are gonna fight. I guess I'll set it there. I wanted it more, but it won't let me. Gotta watch this, see if it reverses for me. Does look like it. Maybe I'm wrong. All statistical probabilities report report a reversal here, or not report, but expect a reversal here. Yeah, I didn't think that this was a positive report. And I mean, my first thought was something with interest rates. Maybe the Fed wasn't going to, react. But no, the higher inflation means the Fed's more likely to react. And I'm just going to be totally wrong again here. Wow. I don't understand. And then I shouldn't be playing. I guess I shouldn't be trying to outsmart my own signals and thinking I can actually read the market. We're about 45 minutes from the bell. Market continues to move upwards. I really, just like Thomas, Thomas expected it to fall, I believe he said, and I just got stopped out. So this is just continuing to go. It's defying what I thought, so I'm an idiot. I didn't wait for I thought this was the reversal, but it's just still going. I could have just jumped in that long and been good. Still believe it's gonna fall at some point, but it's a really stupid trading on my part. Has cost me both losses on both accounts. Oh, we had an OPEC report hit as well, guys, or we just had an OPEC report hit 5 minutes ago. Let me cut to this. I don't know how big this is, but OPEC cuts forecast of 2022 world demand for its crude by 100,000 barrels per day. They see significant downside risks to the GDP forecast, amounting more than half a percentage point. Cuts global demand forecast to 3.9%. Cuts full year 2022 world oil demand growth forecast to 3.67 million barrels per day. And the impact of the Ukraine crisis, as well as the impact of Omicron coronavirus strain in China, some of the reasons for the decline in demand. So, what does that mean? Let's look at the chart here and let me see something. Uh, yep, it started going up again when that report came out. So the fact that I wasn't paying attention to what OPEC was doing. There's a pullback, 16-point pullback there. But at this point, I don't know where to get in. I'll wait. I guess I'll wait for a short signal. Since the pop, it's going up 200 points. ES is going up 40. The Russell is going up 20. Gold. Gold definitely hit a high today as well. Gold's going up. It's pulling back a little bit now, but gold went up 13 points. Always frustrates me when I don't get in on a big move and I take losses on it instead. It was just a stupid play on my part. Just like you don't catch a falling knife, you don't try and stop a rocket ship. You wait till it starts fading back down. I didn't wait for the fade. Crude. Natural gas came down. Crude dropped. But, thinking that OPEC report would have a bigger response from crude, and it really didn't. Continuing to head up. Boy, when I'm wrong, I'm really wrong. Why be wrong when you can be really wrong? So I should have taken this long signal on gold. It's already going up 3 points. Copper is topsy-turvy. When I'm looking at the charts, minute chart or whatever, I always talk about not taking a short signal coming into downward trending bands. Or, I'm sorry, uptrending bands. And look at this. This is interesting. I just, I don't understand sometimes why these patterns seem to work. But this pretty much touched that uptrending Bollinger Band and then reversed. Now, of course, it was the news that reversed it, although it was already reversing before the news. But still, it's just interesting patterns you see here on charts, and you wonder why exactly they work like they do. So you can see we had gotten down to a low we hadn't seen since March 17th. Now we're heading back up. We weren't still in an uptrend according to the SMA line on the daily chart. There's a bit of a pullback, 15 points. Yep, there's a short signal on Q, but not a place I like it. Not a place I like it at all. Everything is just screaming reversal at me. Just screaming a reversal. Screaming. That's a 25-point move down. Just screaming. I can hear it. It's screaming. I've said that too many times now. It's kind of weird. So I thank everyone for joining me as we approach 9 o'clock. And we see NQ is continuing to be a rocket ship. It's going to the moon. If you feel like it, I would appreciate if you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd like you to do that too if you feel like it. No pressure. There's too much pressure in this world. Why should I pressure you? So top of the hour isn't really... Wait, why is everything not moving? Up. Is it trading view or is it me? Yep, trading view. There we go. Don't know why that happens every now and then. Trading view just kind of goes dark on me. We might have reached the top. Copper bouncing off the bottom bands. Just waiting now. Waiting. ES is sending a short signal. First one. We've definitely gotten, all of a sudden, everything got really, really slow. 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 And we're squeezing. That said, things are wider than they appear. These bands look like they're squeezing, but they're still 46 points apart. Looks like some sort of claw. Remind me to not play reversal plays anymore. It's not until I'm more sure of myself. That said, I'm glad that I couldn't take that stop any higher. SMA line is starting to straighten out. Still heading up though. Watching the value of it. ES sending a short signal again. Yeah, it's trying to send that second short signal. Almost considering it. Russell sent the short signal there. Russell's usually out ahead of things. Crude is coming down. Down, down, down. And a burning ring of crude oil. Don't know why I'm making that annoying noise. So there's the second short signal on NQ. I just don't know yet. I mean, to me, yes, this makes sense that it wants to come down here. I just don't know. I guess I could go on an MNQ on the gauntlet. I might do that if it sends me that short signal again. Become a trader, they said. It's easy, they said. No, no one ever said that. I'm just kidding. Morning, Ace. How you doing? Ah, damn it. There's that short signal again. Glad to have you, Ace. You've been here a half hour ago, instead of getting 2 points, you could have got 20. CL popping back up. Okay, I'm going to take a short on MNQ on the gauntlet. We're going to go with 2. Not the exact point I would like to take it at, but we're... Okay, so I'm in on 2 MNQ with a really wide stop. I put the stop at the high of the day. And I'm going to regret not using a regular contract here, aren't I? Yep, I am going to regret it. This is what happens when I lose confidence. Huh? Maybe not. There's more green. Green needs to go away. There we go. Good luck, Ace. I'm in short MNQ. Should be short NQ. I'm going to regret not going NQ, I bet. But let's see what happens. Yep, already 15 points. 20 minutes from the bell. I have no automatic trade management on this. I'll be managing this trade myself. I believe we can probably move our stop down to the top of this candle here. Good job, Ace. I'm up 20 points, but 2 MMQ, so if I go with regular NQ, one contract, I'll be up 400 bucks. See, I thought I was smart, trying to outsmart the market earlier, playing that reversal, and if I had just waited, I wouldn't have got my confidence shaken, and I could have taken the signal, and at this point, I would be up, 400 bucks and maybe more. But I thought I was smart, and it's coming back a little bit, but not gonna be every candle's not gonna be red on the way down. Excuse me. Did not mean to burp in people's ears. SMA line is now downtrending. With 17 minutes to the bell, probably will, I don't know how long I'm going to stay in this trade, and I probably will close it before the open. Close before the open. Which is different than opening before the close, which would actually be a violation of rules. Slow grind here. These are not huge candles. Okay, Ace, I'm curious why you feel that way. I like to hear people's analysis. Moving my stop. I don't know. Yep. I closed the trade as it was popping back up. It got me back to about a little less than break even on the day now. Would have gave me 30 off of that signal there, but not off of this signal here. Things are just, I should have, if I had taken a regular NQ there, I would have been a much more better trade. Short fired of gold there. Oh, there's a pop on Crude. Oh yeah, Crude fit. Oh, late pop there on Crude. 52 ticks with a great. That was it. Popped right after that signal. I think he just kind of sniffed the SMA line and bounced back down. Did hit flatten on that, right? So down $14.66 on the day. Without commissions, I'll be up $1.50 on the gauntlet. Down 100 something. $110 on the TCP. Can't get that going positively. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's coming back down. I probably should have stayed in. No base, nothing at all from Vincent. I don't know if something happened. I hate this. I love to know what happened to him. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it wasn't a planned break and he just decided to walk away for a while. I don't know, but I know like he would tell me like there was that one time he said he wasn't going to be there on a Friday because of his anniversary. So usually if he was going to be away planned, he mentioned it. Yeah, and that's just it sucks that there's really no way to know. Well, Way too many to Google of his name. Good job. Yeah, I should have stayed in. I got in at 37 out of 23, so it's come down to 11 now. Came down as low as 2, so I could have got 30 points out of it. Yes, yes, you did, Matt. And you missed me. You missed me mistiming the reversal. So we're about 5 minutes to the bell. 5.5. Gotta watch and wait. See how the market reacts at the open. I'm thinking we might see a bigger sell-off at the open, but obviously I don't try and predict this stuff. So I was right. I was very right. I said we're going to have a reversal, and we had a reversal. I just didn't wait for the reversal. I tried to play the reversal in the 15-minute and got nailed with that instead of waiting for this. But you can see here, if I had waited for the reversal on the half hour or the hour, I would have 50 points. The Bollinger Bands on the different charts say we're going to head down at the open, but obviously. Is there any right train to be getting run down by? Good morning, John. I'm hanging in there. Hope you are. Okay, y'all heard Ace. That's what we're going to play today. No, I'm kidding. Market has a mind of its own. And we wait. 2.5 minutes away. Ugh. Just got that muted in time before I just like exploded with a sneeze. Sneeze explosions suck. I do my best that you don't hear the bodily functions. One day the market is going to surprise us. It's going to open and just stay at the same price for 5 minutes. Gold sending a signal right before the open, trying to go long. Oh, here we go. About 45 seconds. Here we go. There's the bell. 14 points down so far. 3 points down on ES. $28 points down so far. 6 points on ES. So they're giving it back about half the move up already at this point. Both of them coming down into SMA lines on the 5-minute chart. Down 42 points here on NQ. 6 on ES. Excellent job, Ace. I so wish I just held. I was in at 37. It's come down to 56. Wow. One day I'll get brave enough to hold. Got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. That said, I mean, this is 37 points down right now, and it doesn't seem all that exciting right now. No big bursts. 5 points now in ES, kind of pulling back a little bit. Seeing a little bit of green on the 1 minute chart. Kind of, I guess the big move happened earlier, obviously, so it's just kind of not moving real fast. 41 points down now, so it is continuing down. 53 points now. From the high, which was the high of the day was 284. It's already come down 140 points. Now 51 points on this 5 minute candle. They'll have about a little over a minute on that candle. He's probably about average height. Looks like we're going to finish at about 50 points down, maybe 45 on this first 5 minute candle. Oh, finished 38, so pulled back right there at the end. See what everything else is doing. Gold came down. Copper's kind of squeezing. It really doesn't care. UltraBond's not actually reacting much either, surprisingly. And the Russell's actually going the opposite way. The Russell has popped up by 10 points. And Crude's now since this long signal, Crude's gone up almost a point and a half. Great job, Ace. Wonderful job. It's just oh wow, look at this move down. If we look here, let's go to a 15-minute chart now. It's come down since the open. It's come down 80 points. ES has come down 5. It's a little lagging. uh, see, I'm always tempted when something's trending to get in, and then it seems like whenever I do get in, that's exactly when it reverses. Obviously I could have gotten in at any point on this move down, and I could have, made money, but I feel like if I jump in here, it's going to go right up. And then there's the pop-up. See, long signal firing on ES. Now I'm going to take it there. I think this is just a pullback. It's still called a pullback when it's coming down and it goes up for a bit. uh, wow. So off that long signal there, ES just popped up 5 points. NQ something along there as well. NQ just popped up. Wow, NQ just popped up by 50 points in 2 minutes. See, this is where if I would have jumped in here is exactly what would have happened. Gold heading down fast. All of a sudden the market has increased in velocity. Good job, John. Oh, now what happened, Steven? A quick reversal there on NQ. Look at that. Right back down. That was a pullback or a pull up or a push up or a reverse, slight reversal or spin out or whatever you want to call it. But look at this. Wow. High velocity candle down. 42 points back down. ES back down by 5. Look at that bounce off the band perfectly. That strategy just took a signal. That strategy just got stopped out. So we're kind of watching and waiting here. What can we get? UltraBond made a nice move down there. Long signal again on NQ, bumping up against that SMA line. Don't know. Don't like it there. It looks like it might want to try. Nah, maybe another bounce. It's really trying here. There's a 24-point candle to the SMA line. We're about 15 minutes open to their cash session. It pulls back here. Gold popping up in the same way. Pulling back like I expected. Another 12-point candle down. 15. Somewhere in there. Gold continues to head down. This would have been an awesome signal here. Down 4 points. Oops, I was muted as I was talking. So I guess I missed this signal. It's not normally my trading plan, but ES, well, basically just decided to go up, and NQ kind of followed this time. This would have been a great signal. It's already gone 40 points. So anyone else in anything right now? As I lament the fact that I did not get an NQ here, and it's now going up 50 points. I'm gonna catch one of those one day. Obviously, that was an easy 30 points there. That was an easy 100 points. So far, all of these signals have been easy 30 points. Obviously, that one would have been. This is where I started getting discombobulated. This little move here shortly after we started the stream. Obviously, that would have been a nice move up, but how do you play that weirdness right there? Hasn't really sent us a lot of signals today. Let's just go on heading back up. So, Ace, you kind of had it reversed. It went down first and then it's going up. And we just gotta sit here and wait. I mean, obviously I missed the signal, these signals, and now it's just trending upwards. And again, I hate getting into a trend that's already trending. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up smacking me. Gold's been sending good signals as well here. You can see this leading into that move here. That would have been a good 4 points down. This would have been a good move up. That would have been a quick move down. Sinuses are bothering me today. Warmer day. Excellent job, Matt. Excellent job. You're doing much better than I am today. That's better than me throwing a dart at the screen. Then at least you don't need to end up getting a new screen. Agriculture. What's agriculture for doing? Oh, nice move up on agriculture. Uh, what is a VOC? So tomorrow, for news, we have a whole bunch of. Wait a minute. I skipped a day. So tomorrow for news. I'm not sure what that is. Tomorrow at 8:30, we have a PPI report. And we also have a VOC monetary policy report. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's Canada. Okay. That's the Bank of Canada. But financial juice seems to think that BOC is something that's a big deal, so we might need to watch that as well tomorrow. UltraBond. High of the day was 84, 284. We've made it back all the way back up to 263. And gold's just dropping like a rock. So let me look at nice bounce there. I mean, bounce back up there on the 15-minute chart. So we did pull back on that 30-minute by 61 points and then wicked down way more and then bounced right back up. And just trying to head towards that high of the day. I guess they're trying to dare to be different. Kind of leveling out here a bit. So it can continue to push up back toward the high of the day. So we're sitting here waiting. Right now, nothing. I mean, everything's trending or just sitting. Looking for an opportunity. Having a decent signal there on crude. Still feel confident on crude, but crude's been popping up now since that report. Back up to almost $100 a barrel. ES popped up beautifully all the way up to 66. This was a 24 point move. It has sent a short signal, but it's trying to bounce off that SMA line. Got it. So we see this consolidation here at NQ. What does that mean? It's coming back down. Or is it just taking a breath before it heads back up? Or is it just going to stay sideways the rest of the day? I wouldn't bet on that one. So sitting down on both accounts right now, well, only by a few dollars on the gauntlet, about 112 on the TCP. One good trade would be good for both accounts. Just looking for that opportunity. Waiting, stalking, praying. Interesting that we did get double short signal here in EFs. And believe it or not, that first one would have been good, but again, against my trading plan because it was above an uptrending SMA line. But it's gone 3 points. Shows a short signal in Q, but coming into down uptrending bands. I just blew up the wrong chart again. So big move down here, 19, 20 points, looks like. Gonna bounce, I think. There's a bit of a bounce. We'll wait. But I got a TCP chart ready. Yep. It's still coming down into that band. You see that the band here is still uptrending. Waiting for it to level out. It's kind of riding that band. Yep, there's the bounce I expected. Back up about 10 points. Immediately shot down. I need to see that bottom band start bending, though. It really hasn't yet. Pop back up. This is exactly what I was expecting. I didn't quite expect that, actually. It just got above the recent high, but shot right back down. It wasn't the recent high. 270 was the recent high. It's got up to 264. So now we're going to wait here. It has to decide the direction. Squeezing. Long signal. 21 points back up. And it's now above the recent high. So I thought I was going to go short, but it looks like maybe it's bouncing and going on. I'm in on 2 MNQ. No, it didn't fill. I did eliminate order. Darn it. Oh, oh, it filled me. That may not be a good sign. I need a stop loss. Wow. So I just got stopped out. And I should have stayed in. TCP now down a bunch. Like, nothing going right today at all. Yep, down down 151. Didn't take as big of a loss there as I thought. But eh. Strategy stopped out. Sorry about all that flashing there. So it looks like I was thinking that this was going to be a dip down and then it was going to go back up long, but it looks like it was actually just one last pullback before the short. Waiting for another short signal here. It's going to fire shortly. Okay, so it's indecisive here, kind of ranging. I'm ready for a short, but we'll see what happens. We're sideways here. Market not being nice to me today. It was nice to Ace. It was nice to Matt. Not nice to me. There's a short signal. 15 seconds on this candle. Oh, went away. Away, away. Why do you stay? Nope. Pull back. Low of this move over here before it started bending the bands or straightening the bands was 235. So I picked the. Yep, exactly. It decided to pick now to range. Oh well, still showing short. Got a lot of signals firing. There's another short, of course, as soon as I close out the thingy to possibly go short. Up. Pop back up there. Popping up on gold. Popping up on copper. Popping up on crude. Popping fresh dough. Russell sending a short. Think about setting an order at the low of this move over here, which was 219. The strategy just went short. It's interesting because it got a signal before I did. Move down here to 212s. I'm in. I knew I should have set an order there. Just seen that Matt after I entered the order. Hey Jay, how you doing? So, oh, strategy hit profit target. Oh wow, look at this move down. Finally broke out. I didn't even set a stop loss. Moving my stop to break even. Shouldn't do that though. Not yet. Move it back up to the top of that candle. Looks like it's trying to reverse here a bit. Interesting that it fired a minute early on the strategy map than it did for me on TradingView. You're doing a simulation on TradingView, Jay? Oh, no. This is Quant Tower. I have two Rhythmic IDs now, one for the TCP and one for the Gauntlet. So I'm using NinjaTrader for the Gauntlet account and Quant Tower for TCP. This looks like it wants to come back up and get me. I don't believe this. SMA line's at 242. Well, it was the smarter one this time because it got the move and I got part of the move, but I got in late. It jumped in probably around 233, where I didn't get in until 216. Good. Join me in my misery. Well, this move over here went down to 204. Well, there we go. Now we're moving down again. Glad I moved my stop. Back below 200. There we go. That's beautiful. Bit of a pullback there. Next support might be around 179. Let's pull back up to 200 here. That's a little worrisome. Hate it when it gets back above a psychological number. Struggling. Got down to 88 and then 94, pushing back up. I might end up cutting it if it comes down again. Giving it room. Oh, great job, Matt. Great job. And I wish I just go with a regular NQ again here. And every time I go in with micros, I say that. It's definitely struggling to stay under 200. SMA line sitting at 204. I'm sorry. SMA line sitting at 232. Wow. Come on, go down. Good luck, Tom. Wait, from 166 even? Nice move, Tom. Oh my goodness. It's gonna come back at me. I've given it about a 10-point stop. It's come back up. I think it wants to hit that SMA line. The SMA line is now sitting at 31. Trying to give it room here to consolidate. I should have taken the profit when it went down. Lack of follow through today is bothering me. There we go. Now we're seeing some red there. There we go. Back down. Can it break back under 200? It did. Can it hold? Right there, bouncing. There we go. Nope. Still bouncing right at 200. If there's a fight there at 200, bulls keep winning that fight. Well, this move is 88. Still sitting right around 200. Oh, there's a nice move down. That's what I was waiting for. Up again, it bounced right around 88. 87 that time. Took one off. Oh, I took them both. Crap. I forgot to change. I'm out of the trade. And flatten. I meant to take one off the table and I took them both off. So out of that trade. But recovered about $100. Still down 47. Quant Tower is still giving me a learning curve. It just broke 185, or well, it's sitting on 184, so I could have got more out of that if I hadn't accidentally exited both. Tried to take one off. Thank you, Warren. Gold popping up with a long signal. Yep, it didn't really break. It got down to 179, but didn't hold. Still trying. Okay. So finally a winner for today. So seeing if there's another opportunity. It's just kind of level out here. Got down to 73. Popping back up, kind of consolidating again. That ended up being a good trade, but definitely gave me some heat. Again, if I used a regular mini, I could have been happy with just taking like a couple hundred, but I didn't. But I'm going to start looking at taking regular minis tonight on Share Vision. I have a plan for the slower times for the TCP. Gold sent us this long signal, and it went up. It's about 14 ticks. Yep. Thank you. Still trying to come down. See what it does. Crude still moving up, back up over $100 a barrel. So it really liked that report. You can see report came in about here. It initially didn't like it. Then it decided it liked it. So we are a little past 10:30. We'll probably go for another 25 minutes or so. Remember, back here every weekday. I don't think there's any trading on Friday though, so we won't be here Friday because of the holiday. Not actually exactly sure what the market hours are. I know they're supposed to be closed Friday, but I don't know if they're like closes at a certain time. I don't know if it's open Thursday night. That's a good question. Anybody know what the market hours are for Thursday evening? Still hanging around that 85 area that Matt mentioned earlier. Cool. Probably very low volume, but we'll see what we can get out of it that night on Share Vision. Every night on Share Vision, 7:45 Eastern. Oh, yep. Well, it felt like broke that level. Big move down there on NQ, 25 points. Wow. And still going 35. Did hit that band, but still going. Some sort of some sort of news hit, or is this just it finally deciding it's had enough of putzing around? The problem is the CME website's very confusing when looking up this stuff. Thank you all the way down to 132. See it dipped back down to 113 here. Is it gonna come all the way back down again? That's the question. It's only about 20 points away. Just watching this come down. Cool, watching it go up. It's gonna be one of these days I'm gonna get a chart in the morning and be very upset that I didn't get more out of it. Crude continuing to come up, although pulling back a little bit there. Move on ES. Seen it give back almost 20 points. Russell again also looked much smoother. I really need to chart out the Russell. Look how smooth the Russell looks. This is where the news hit. Beautiful move up, beautiful move down, beautiful move up, beautiful move down. None of this choppy crap. Consolidating down NQ. Love this move is 134. Well, no, I'm sorry, 131. Copper's had some good runs today too. You see it heading back up. Oh, BTC dropped back below 40,000. Hey, Frankie was right. And there's NQ going back down to 130. Not much going on right here though. Still kind of sideways, even it is pushing down here. Smaller candles down to 130. So the good news is I'm being good at risk management. Bad news is I'm back to doing this 2 steps forward, 2 steps back thing. I'm not making forward progress. It's always good not to blow up your account, but if your account's going nowhere, that's not really any much better. NQ popping up to the SMA line. Back up to 155. Hey, look at copper go. I mean, it had two red candles out of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Two red candles out of the last 18. You don't see that often. Now, they aren't huge candles, but still. Move down on NQ, so it's given almost this entire move back up, back. Still got to wait to go before it gives back the entire move, but still. So up, down, up, down. There's a big 25-point candle. Yep, it's getting down there. Remember when we were talking about that psychological level of 200? Now we're down to 100 almost. About 10 minutes left on this stream. And it just broke 100. Wow, so this is a major bleed out that I got a little bit of a part of, but it would have been nice to get more. Hey, WRX, absolutely. Yeah, no reason to start with live. Sim still gives you the benefit of the end of day drawdown and free data. So yeah, no reason to start with live. I'm uh, I'm down a few $100 on my TCP, but it's got to work on getting it back. It's uh, it's been struggling just a bit. Trading it maybe a little bit too conservatively. But yeah, definitely go with the live sim. Take advantage of the end of day drawdown and the no data fees while you can. And congratulations on almost getting there. Pop back up here on NQ as it got below 100, down to 89. Pop back up by 15 points. I try to think positive. Oftentimes when we start thinking negative like that, we subconsciously manifest it in our, and it comes true. Just keep thinking positively, keep trading your plan. You got this. Hi, Walt. No need to apologize. I understand Matt is more popular by far, as he has a track record of some sort. Um, I'm down on both accounts today, just like a few bucks on the Gauntlet account and like 47 on the TCP. Nothing horrible, but obviously not what I wanted. Made a couple bad decisions trying to play a reversal play earlier. I was right about it, I was just at the wrong spot. Gold just absolutely going here. Heading up, that's a high of a day. It's trying to get back up to 2,000. Highest we've been here since uh, March 14th. We hit that 207.8 back on March 8th, and then it dropped like a rock the next day by 55 points. We are kind of touching that third band, so that's kind of interesting. Often third band touches result in reversals. Yeah, he is. I have no problems with Matt. And Q popping up here to the SMA line. Hold on a minute. Okay, copper. Look at copper go. Just look at that blow up. Along with gold, all of a sudden, all the metals are just going. Even platinum's going. Look at that candle in silver. Look at that silver candle. Look at the. Matter of fact, I mean, this is a huge move on silver over the last. Is that an hourly chart? Yeah, 3 hours. 150 up to 770. So that's six. That's a $3,000 move there on silver. At that same time, gold has moved up from 1960 up to 1982, very good year. So that's a $2,200 move at the same time. Big pullback there, though. But we can maybe expect the reversal here on copper. This is a $750 candle on the 30-minute. Not going to play the reversal. I've already made that mistake today. It's been a good long signal though on copper on the 15-minute chart. So nothing much else happening here, and Q's just kind of stagnant. Did send a long signal, but not one I want to take. So I'm going to call it a day here, guys. I'm glad you do, RJ. Nice to see you today. Glad you're enjoying it. I am calling it a day here, though. Remember, I'm only every evening on ShareVision. Link is in the video description below if you ever trade in the evenings and want to join me there, if anybody does. And then back here on YouTube tomorrow morning. And of course, Thursday morning. No, probably no stream Friday because I'm pretty sure everything's closed Friday morning. Ah, that's okay. I figured you were, RJ. I don't, it's not a prerequisite to chat. Have a great one, everyone. Talk to you either tonight on ShareVision or tomorrow on YouTube. Have a great day. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'd love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on ShareVision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r/oxmarkettrading. Have a great day.